Hi, welcome everyone. Today's presentation is Hidden Profits, how to use follow-up marketing to uncover increased profits at your business. So if that's the presentation you were expecting, you're in the right place. And we're going to get started here in just a few minutes. We've got a lot of people joining us as we speak, so we're going to give everybody a few minutes to get settled in here, and then we'll get going. Now's a great time if you want to finish any last minute conversation, send that last email, run and get a drink of water, whatever it is. It's a great time to do it, and then we'll get going in just a few. Thank you. Okay, hello again. We got a lot of new people that have joined us since my last announcement. Today's presentation is Hidden Profits, how to use follow-up marketing to uncover increased profits at your business. And we're going to get started here in just another minute or two, okay? So if you need to send off any last-minute emails or run to the restroom, get a drink of water, it's a great time to do it, and we'll get started here in just another minute. Thanks. Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and get rolling. Thank you very much for joining me here today. And today's presentation is Hidden Profits, how to use follow-up marketing to uncover increased profits at your business. I think this is one of the most important topics that we can pay attention to as business owners and marketers of our business. So I'm excited to share today's information with you, and I appreciate you again taking the time to join me here today. A couple of logistics before we get rolling. One, I will be recording this presentation, and I'll send you a copy of the recording afterwards. So if for any reason you have to miss out on part of this, I understand. I won't take it personally. And also, no need to think that you have to take notes on every single thing that you see, because you will have the recording you can go back through. The other thing is, I won't be stopping for questions during the presentation, just because I have a lot of information to cover today and I want to make sure I'm respectful of your time. But please do type in your questions into the question box below this presentation, and I will answer as many of them as I can at the end. And anything that I don't answer, I'll be sure that either myself or somebody from my team follows up with you in the next 24 to 48 hours to answer you personally. Okay? Finally, if you hover your mouse over the presentation, you'll see like a little icon that will show up on the bottom right-hand corner of the presentation itself. If you click on that, it will expand the presentation into full screen mode. So if that's easier for you to view it that way, then go ahead and do that, and you can just hit escape at any time to go back into the normal view. Okay? So again, thank you very much, everybody. Let's go ahead and get going with Hidden Profits. In today's presentation, I'm going to share with you three key things. One, how to find the hidden profits in your business. Every business has these hidden profits. Two, 4 keys to success in getting those profits back. Okay, because we're missing out on some of those profits every single day. So let's talk about how we get those back. And then 3, strategies, tools, and specific techniques to use. All right, as I said, every business has untapped profit centers that are literally hidden in plain sight. How do I know this? Well, this is what I do for a living. I help generally smaller businesses use marketing strategies and technology, typically, a combination of those two things, to get better growth and better profits at their business. So I've worked with literally hundreds of different companies, and I see these hidden profits at every single business that I work in. Now, why is that? Well, it's my experience that most businesses are not maximizing the opportunity to resell, cross-sell, and upsell customers that they already have, their current customer base. Most businesses focus almost exclusively on trying to get new customers, right? We're always on the lookout when we think about how do we grow our business, how do we add profits to our business. We're always on the lookout for how do we get new customers. It's the first thing that comes to our mind. Well, what's wrong with this approach? There's 3 things. One is that getting new customers is harder than getting existing customers to buy again. Okay? It's simply more work to introduce yourself to somebody brand new, somebody that's never heard from you or heard of you, somebody that's never experienced your products or services before. Of course, it's just logically more work to get them to do a transaction with you versus those existing customers that have already had some sort of positive experience with you, getting them to buy again. Number 2, it's usually more expensive, right? Again, because we are reaching out to people that have never heard from us before, or have never been customers before, it does cost more money. We have to put out more marketing effort to reach them. And then number 3, it's slower, right? So these 3 reasons combined make going out and getting new customers much, much more expensive and challenging than working with our existing customers. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't go out and get new customers. Of course you should. But if you're not putting just as much attention on working more with your existing customers, you're missing a massive profit opportunity. Here's some interesting data from Frederick Reichheld at Bain & Company from a study that he did on customer retention versus customer acquisition. And you can see here some very interesting statistics. Number 1 there on the left, 6 to 7, that's the number of times more costly it is to acquire a new customer than to retain an existing one. 6 to 7 times more expensive. That's a lot of additional money that you're spending in marketing to work with that new customer. 50%, that's the amount customer attrition rates could reach if left dormant over a 5-year period. So if you have customers that are coming back and doing some sort of repeat purchasing from you over time, and you don't nurture those relationships, okay, then that's the amount of attrition that you'll reach if left dormant, if those relationships are left dormant, okay? And then 5 to 95%, that's the amount of increased profits that can come from boosting customer retention rates by as little as 5%. Now you say 5 to 95%, that's a huge range. Well, it is a huge range because it largely depends on the kind of business you have and how good of a job you're currently doing with your profitability of your business, right? Some businesses that I work with have, virtually no profits to begin with, and you just make some slight changes and all of a sudden you can really ramp up their profitability. Others, of course, are much more profitable, and the difference that you're going to make by really focusing on additional marketing to current customers may not be as dramatic, but still, it's there to be taken and shouldn't be missed out. So you add all of this up and you realize there's a better way to increase the profitability and increase the growth at your business. And that's to start with maximizing the revenues and profits you are getting from your existing customers. Okay, so the question, of course, is how? And I'm going to share with you 3 critical but simple steps. Step number 1 is to focus on building your list of paying customers and clients. All right? And what I mean by your list is the information that you have about the people that are buying from you. Okay? So how do we do this? Well, I'm sure we've all seen at just about any retail business like a restaurant, you've seen this concept of the fishbowl, right? And using a fishbowl to collect the information about the customers that are coming in and doing business with you. And honestly, that's a perfectly fine way of doing it. So you can use the fishbowl technique, or you can use some of the more modern approaches that technology and the internet have enabled, such as social media, collecting information on your website, or using SMS, text messaging lists. This is probably something that you've also seen at retail types of businesses where, a restaurant may say, hey, text 32516 and we'll send you our happy hour updates, right? Or our specials that are going on every week. So these are, those are a little more modern, a little more current ways of growing your list, but honestly, any way will do as long as you're capturing information about your customer base. And you should capture everything you can when building your list. Get their name, their email address, their phone number, their physical address, birthdays, anniversaries. All of this information can be used in your marketing. It can be used as marketing firepower. So the more information that you collect, the better. Now, once you've built that list, step number 2 is to communicate to that list frequently and include revenue enhancing offers. Now, this is the mistake that I see so many businesses make is, I don't know how many times I've been to a restaurant where they have that fishbowl and I'll drop my business card in and then I'll never hear anything from the restaurant. So they're taking step 1, but they're not doing step 2, which is to actually use that information to communicate with your buyers and introduce them to more revenue-enhancing offers. Now, you have all kinds of reasons to reach out to your customer base. Birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, coupons. Coupons are always in season, right? And appointment reminders. If you're the kind of business that relies on appointments, spas and salons, medical practices, dentists, things like that, even restaurants with reservations, right? And there's many more types of businesses that rely on appointments. These are all great reasons to reach out to the people that you have on your list. And honestly, you should always be on the lookout for some type of marketing event. And there is a new marketing event every single week, I promise you, that you can leverage to be in touch with your customers. And then you want to communicate using a variety of media, right? Email, SMS, direct mail, social media, even carrier pigeon if you have to, okay? I say this because different forms of media work on different people, right? Some people don't really check their email that much, but if you send them a piece of direct mail in their mailbox, then they're excited to get it and open it. Some people are on social media all day long, others aren't. So you should use a variety of media, and you should use them in combination to have the greatest impact and get the greatest response from your list. And then include offers. This is the other big mistake that I see people make. They do a good job of reaching out to their customer base, but then they don't give them any particular reason to actually buy again. You want to include some sort of offer and have some sort of call to action to get people, up off their couch and back into your business. All right, step number 3, you want to create resale, upsell, and cross-sell opportunities for all of your products. Okay, so let's talk about resale. Resale is getting customers to buy more